Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like tech and helpful tips, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started.
Speeding up the drying of a plaster of Paris mold effectively requires understanding the material and employing a combination of environmental controls and careful techniques to accelerate water evaporation without compromising the mold's integrity. The initial chemical setting of plaster of Paris is an exothermic reaction, meaning it generates its own heat and hardens relatively quickly, usually within 20 to 30 minutes for smaller pieces. However, this initial set does not mean it's dry. A significant amount of excess water remains trapped within the porous structure, which must evaporate for the mold to reach its full strength and utility. The most fundamental step begins even before drying, by using the minimum effective amount of water when mixing your plaster. A thicker, milkshake-like consistency contains less water to begin with, inherently reducing drying time compared to a watery mix. Once cast, allow the mold to complete its initial chemical set undisturbed. This crucial period helps prevent cracks and ensures structural stability before active drying methods are introduced. To actively accelerate evaporation, airflow is your best friend. Position a standard fan to blow gently across the surface of the mold. This constant movement of air carries away the humid boundary layer around the plaster, allowing more moisture to escape rapidly. Avoid placing the fan too close or blowing directly at the mold with high force, as this can lead to uneven drying and surface cracking while the interior remains wet. Combining airflow with a slightly elevated temperature significantly enhances the process. Placing the mold in a warm, dry room, perhaps near a radiator but not directly on it, or in a sunny spot can help. For more controlled warmth, a low-wattage heat lamp or even a regular incandescent bulb positioned a safe distance away can provide gentle, consistent heat. Ensure the heat is distributed evenly to prevent hot spots that could cause localized stress and cracking. For a more aggressive approach, especially in humid environments, a dehumidifier can work wonders by actively removing moisture from the air, thereby increasing the drying potential of the surrounding atmosphere. This method is particularly effective when used in conjunction with a fan in a small, enclosed space. An oven can also be used, but with extreme caution. Preheat your oven to the lowest possible setting, typically around 150 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 65 to 93 degrees Celsius. Then turn it off. Place your plaster mold inside, leaving the oven door slightly ajar to allow moisture to escape. The residual, gentle heat will slowly warm the mold and encourage evaporation without the risk of boiling trapped water, which can cause severe cracking or even explosions if the mold is too wet or the heat too high. Never put a very wet mold directly into a hot, active oven. Repeat this process as needed, allowing the mold to cool slightly between cycles. Thin-walled molds will naturally dry much faster than thick, bulky ones, so consider your design if drying time is critical. Always elevate your mold on a wire rack or similar grid to allow air to circulate freely around all surfaces, preventing moisture from accumulating underneath. The goal is gradual, even drying. Rushing the process too much, especially with high heat, can lead to internal stresses, compromising the mold's strength and longevity. A fully dry plaster mold will be uniformly white, feel light for its size, and be completely hard to the touch without any cool or damp spots. Monitor your mold regularly and be patient. Thorough drying ensures the best results for your subsequent casting projects. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe for more tips and tricks.